welcome to another episode of Fenton Unscripted. I have a very special guest here today with us.
Hi, everyone. My name is Karen. I am on the Office Lifestyle team. My title is Office Lifestyle and Event Lead, and I lead our whole entire lifestyle program here at Fenton.
And we have a very fun conversation today. The best part about Fenton is the lifestyle program. Can you tell us a little bit about what that looks like?
Sure. Here at Fenton, you hear the word employee experience at many companies, and here we have a strategic program dedicated to our employees. When I started here at Fenton 8 years ago, which is crazy to say out loud, we're coming up on 10 years of lifestyle here at Fenton, and when I started here, it was a part of our TI. We wanted to understand our lifestyle, what our employees wanted, and so we took this program and evolved it into this dedicated experience where we can provide a lifestyle while people are here at work. We want people to want to be here, and I get to play a key role in that program that we have now today.
Awesome. And what is TI? Can you for the rest of
when
us?
we did the renovation of the home office, when we introduced lifestyle to our company.
And how would you say that your role and the lifestyle team as a whole and the program shape our culture?
Oh, that's a good question. I look at my role like I'm able to do this job because of the strong foundational culture that we have, our values, the rich and robust company history. I always say I love what I get to do here at Fenton, and it's because of all of those combination of our foundational anchors that I'm able to provide such a robust experience for our employees here, which is so unique to Fenton. A lot of companies have these employee experience programs where they're like, oh, we play games and we do this, but like we are very strategic and intentional about how we do things, the level of care, the attention to detail. I could talk all day about what I do. I love it so much.
You're so passionate about lifestyle. I love it. And so with that, what is your favorite part of your job?
That's tough. There's a lot of rewarding things about my job. I think the level of investment that Benton truly puts into the employees, the level of care, I get to be a part of creating meaningful connections for the employees, and that is super rewarding for me. I don't know how many people can say that they have that impact here. And I think what I enjoy the most is building the connections with everybody in the company.
And so you said that lifestyle has been here about 10 years now. What has the evolution looked like, and how did it start for you, and where have you grown into your role and seen that whole program really evolve?
Yeah, that's a great question. When I started here, we had one event, I think once a quarter. And then we started to really leaning into what was valuable to our employees. And we had the lottery back then, but it was nothing like it is now. Now we have wellness, we have creative breaks. I think the pandemic really brought to life like what the employee experience should look like. And Fenton, we didn't take it away. We made it more valuable to our customers. And I think that speaks volume to the company that HG Fenton is. And we created this whole program. Now we call it a program, and we have these foundational anchors. It's community, connection, celebration. And so those are the anchors that I really lean into when I'm planning these experiences for our community.
So can you give us some examples of what the program includes and what offerings you provide through the lifestyle program?
Sure. So there's a few different categories. There's our larger company events, which all employees are invited to. Maker Mark, holiday party. Those are all company-wide. We have creative breaks. These are really popular in our community. People love that break during the day. They love it in the evenings after work. We also do a lot of health and wellness initiatives. Our community is really passionate about being healthy here and outside of the workplace. For example, Wellable is a hot topic here in the office that has tremendously impacted our health and wellness for our community. I always hear people talking about Wellable and their points, and that is just one of the many things that's integrated into our program to take care of our employees' health and wellness. We also have educational webinars and things like that that people are interested in. I get a lot of valuable feedback from our employees, what they want, and what they say is what we execute on.
And so you don't have the same things happening all the time. You kind of ask the company for some feedback and see where there's opportunities or new vendors that can come in and do different lifestyle opportunities that kind of focus in different areas.
For sure.
What does that kind of look like when you are trying to find things to keep it fresh?
Oh, that's hard. I spend a lot of time on Instagram and Pinterest. I do. That's my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Same, but
Um,
for different reasons.
some of the events we repeat if they're so popular, and sometimes they are just leaning into what our focuses are for that year and how can I infuse that into the program. I love working with local vendors and supporting our community. I think that's really important, and so I enjoy building those relationships so we can try to, change up the type of activity that we're doing, but still build those relationships with external people and still provide the same experience. And now our employees are like, hey, when are you having that vendor come back? So they're also building relationships with that, which I think is really awesome.
And one thing I've seen with that too is our residential communities cross collaborating with you and the vendors you bring in. It's great exposure for both sides of the table to get to, have a partnership. I know a number of our residential communities get to then reach out to our um, vendors that come here and do events for residents. So it's kind of full circle that way as well.
Absolutely. It is full circle. There's such a robust community of creative vendors here, and I think it's all on a referral based, and so it does go hand in hand, like you said. We love when our residential employees come here on site, and they love the connection when they come here and build that with other departments.
So what have you seen has been kind of the employee experience and the impact that you've brought to all of us here that we get to experience? Like, has anyone ever given you any positive words and inspired by you or the things that you do? Like, what kind of things do people say about the program?
Don't make I got emotional thinking about this. I think employees understand like it's always the little things. It's not we're doing these like fancy big events all the time, and I think it's the attention to detail, the thoughtful curated events that brings me a lot of joy, and to hear people say it's impacting their life here at the office and outside of work is super valuable. And we always continue to experiment and evolve that, and I love hearing that from our community. It just brings me a lot of joy, and I'm super grateful to be able to do what I do here. I also hear they love the pop-ups. The pop-ups have been so popular. The food, the creative breaks, just the connecting with people. I think what's unique about our community is that people want to be here. They want to connect with people outside of their departments. And just a quick shout out to our Fenton community. Like I couldn't do this without the support and participation from everybody here. It's incredible.
Yes, we love to participate, especially when there's food involved.
Yes.
So do you have a favorite event that you throw, or
I
are
knew
you
you were going to
biased?
ask this question. Oh.
What's your favorite either type of event to do or annual thing that we have here that you get really excited about?
Okay, there's not just one, but I think what I enjoy the most is the spontaneous ones, like the pop-ups that have grown because you come into work, for example, and you don't know like you were expecting that day, and I think that's the whole like spontaneous idea of like, oh, I came into work this day, or if I send out Pizza Friday email, people respond back and say, oh, I wish I was in the office today, like that kind of thing. And then, of course, the company events. They're so unique. We put a lot of heart and soul into Make Your Mark and seeing everyone come together and celebrate our success together. That happens annually. And I don't know any companies that do it the way that we do it. And I think that's what makes it really unique to be a part of this.
Yeah, I can attest that I love the pop-ups too. Free food,
And it's
with
unexpected. It's a
yes,
surprise.
yes,
Yeah,
and it's always very curated. It's not just,
for sure.
it has a theme or it has some type of other element to it, so everyone can participate and enjoy it.
I'm,
So
I'm glad you noticed that because it's
yes,
very intentional. I think people think of like, oh, our lifestyle team, they think of events right away. And in fact, yes, events are part of what we do, but there's so much other elements to the program that we really lean into our connection, our community, and just we want to make a positive impact to people's days here.
well, thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me.
Thank you for all that you do.
Oh,
I know
my pleasure.
I speak for everyone when we say that you are probably our favorite person
Yeah.
around here for all of the fun things we get to do because of you.
I love that.
And yeah, we can't wait to see what else is in store this year.
Yeah, thanks for having me on here.
Of
I
course.
enjoyed it.
And thank you for watching another episode of Fenton Unscripted.